Liberty Safe and the FBI. You've probably heard about it. I'm seeing a lot of strong opinions around this issue, and I've had a couple of you ask what I think about it, so I decided to go ahead and do a deep dive. Before I give my take on this issue, I want to present the facts from the criminal case at the center of it. The following information is directly from the federal courts. Fact number 1. On August 18th, 2023, a criminal complaint was filed in federal court by the FBI against Nathan Hughes of Fayetteville, Arkansas. The charges included civil disorder, felony, entering and remaining in a restricted building or grounds, disorderly and disruptive conduct in a restrictive building or grounds, and impeding passage through the Capitol grounds or buildings, the last 3 charges being misdemeanors. These 4 charges are connected to Nathan's alleged actions in Washington, D.C. on January 6, 2021. In order to identify Nathan in this complaint, the FBI connected specific articles of clothing and body features, specifically the ears, from surveillance footage taken from the incident and photos on Nathan's social media accounts. The criminal complaint was signed by a federal magistrate judge and an arrest warrant was issued. Fact number 2. On August 30th, 2023, Nathan was arrested by the FBI subsequent to the arrest warrant. Fact number 3. Nathan posted a $5,000 bond the day after his arrest, August 31st, and was released on the conditions that he not possess a firearm, destructive device, or other weapon, and submit to GPS monitoring. Fact number 4. The company Liberty Safe provided a code to FBI agents to access Nathan's privately owned firearm safe. Liberty Safe claims they did so after receiving a copy of a warrant. And fact number 5, no search warrant related to this case has been made public. That is all we know for sure at this point. This information is 100% undeniable and easily verified. The information that isn't verifiable is whether Liberty Safe was cooperating with the FBI under a search warrant or an arrest warrant. Furthermore, if it was a search warrant, was the safe legally covered under the scope of the search? This is my input. For the sake of the argument, let's say it was a search warrant. It is possible they obtained a search warrant for the articles of clothing listed in the criminal complaint to establish identity as further evidence in the case. If that's what took place, it would be reasonable to believe said articles of clothing could fit in the safe and therefore be under the scope of the search. However, as I previously mentioned, as of today, no search warrant related to this case has been made available to the public. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. If there was one, it could still be sealed pending investigation, but Nathan would have a physical copy. Now, in this scenario, would they need an additional warrant to get the codes to the safe from the company itself? I don't know. I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one up to the lawyers. If they took Nathan's guns during the arrest, that's an entirely separate issue that should be addressed and combed through meticulously. If Liberty Safe provided the codes to the FBI as a result of an arrest warrant, they 100% violated this man's privacy and should be ashamed of themselves. Arrest warrants only apply to the individual described. Any property not on the person being arrested is not covered. For example, a safe, unless he put an entire gun safe in his pocket somehow. In conclusion, my official take is this: there's just not enough information. And after reading the criminal complaint, it doesn't look good for the guy. The only real holes I could see in this case is the method of identification used by the FBI. Other than that, it kind of looks like they got him dead to rights. It also doesn't look good for Liberty Safe, even if it turns out the FBI had a subpoena for the codes. The public has already made up their mind, and that's almost always a one-way street. Also, if you didn't know, digital coded safes almost always have a backdoor that the company keeps in case of emergencies. Combination safes are the way to go.